Oh, what a trailer. What a big game spot. What's up, Alfonsos? It is Alfonso here, and welcome to another episode of my Approaching TF5 series. This is simply a series where I discuss all the facts and rumors in regards to the upcoming Transformers 5 movie. This is episode number 40, and today we're going to be analyzing the big game spot, the Super Bowl TV spot for Transformers last night. Just yesterday, it came out. For me, it was 8 o'clock in the morning, and I did a live stream and I reacted to it. So we're going to break this trailer down scene by scene, as we usually do. A lot of stuff we did not expect to see, but we saw nonetheless. There's a lot. It's just full of new visuals. So there's a lot that we can talk about with this trailer. So, of course, it starts off with the Paramount logo, and it moves into a scene where you see some helicopters in what appears to be a desert. I think it's somewhere remote, more like the wilderness. And of course, you see that same Cybertronian structure as we've seen before in the first trailer, with the big, it looks like a horn. It really looks like a horn. And people have said it was Unicron's horn, but I truly don't believe that. But it looks as if it is a horn. It could be a structure of some sort, an ancient structure, kind of like the Harvester that was in Egypt for a while. That could literally be anything, but it seems to have some type of importance because this is the second time we're seeing it. We saw it in the first trailer, and now we're seeing it in the second trailer. And this time we're seeing helicopters as if they're going to it, as if they're going to explore it. And so those helicopters, those guys could possibly be a military. I don't know where this would be. This could be any desert on Earth, really. Middle East. I mean, we had Egypt at first. So it could be Egypt again, or it could be another, like some type of desert. I mean, we see the rocky cliffs, but that could literally be anywhere. So that's really not very informative there. But that's the first scene you see. And then, of course, the scene switches into Anthony Hopkins himself, and he appears to be in an open field. This is probably where, because he looks like he's wearing the same clothes as when he was by the Stonehenge, like a Stonehenge scene. He looks as if he's in the zone, you know, like he's not just taking a stroll. He is by Stonehenge looking at something, and it just seems to be really grabbing his attention. So we don't know what that could possibly be. Scene switches into a scene with the drone, which is the TRF constructed drone, the same drone that we saw in the previous trailer, a Bumblebee destroying it. It looks really human made. And of course, it's standing next to an Optimus Prime poster, and it says enemy that we've seen before. So this could possibly be a scene where this particular drone is looking for Optimus, or it could be looking for something in particular, or it could be looking for Bumblebee, and Bumblebee kind of just jumps out at it in the scene that we've seen in the past. But I think this particular scene is just kind of like a placeholder, not really to show any importance, just a placeholder for the trailer. So we're gonna switch over into Mark Wahlberg playing Cave Yeager, and he has a gun pointed down at somebody, like threatening somebody's life. Could be a TRF soldier, or it could be another human character in the film, maybe a villain. He really looks like he's in the middle of like almost like a standoff, because he has the gun down, and if you continue to look, he looks as if somebody's over there, like as if he's listening to somebody telling him something. It appears to be some type of military vehicle behind him. So this is probably the same scene like in the first trailer when you saw him with his hands up in a submissive position. This might be a particular scene where the tables turn, and he's actually with the gun, and he's actually like, you know, trying to like almost come back and fight back with the Cybertronian weapon that he has in his hand. So that's that scene. It switches over into a scene that really I was not ready for. It's basically Cybertron scratching Earth. It's Cybertron scratching the surface of our atmosphere. It's a really intense scene, is what it appears to be. This could possibly be the entrance to the major battle. This could be the major battle. Once Cybertron comes to Earth, this could be where the battle really starts to kick off. Because now we got Cybertron on Earth, we got Autobots and Decepticons alike, they're both on Earth, we got the human characters, the TRF, It's like, it appears to be that when Cybertron comes to Earth, it's a big reunion. It's a big conjunction of all the characters, and that's, I believe, is when the battle is going to really start kicking off. It switches into a... You guys, bear with me. This was not what I expected. So it switches into a scene where you see the Transformers Reaction Force soldiers. They're driving, and right in front of them, there's a major explosion, right? Grimlock just pops up, and then you see Reaction Force vehicles flipping after he comes out of the road, I guess. He comes out the ground, or maybe there was a scene where the angle's not right, and he was there at first, and they just shot him, and so that's when he's like tripping. So Grimlock gets shot by the Transformers Reaction Force, and in the next scene, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, because he's rolling on his back. You know, this is Grimlock we're talking about. Grimlock doesn't do that unless, like, he's really, really hurt. So we don't know if this is like a scene where he is actually killed. I think this is a really big scene where Grimlock is really, really crippled. And of course you see the helicopter coming and they're flying to the corner. So that scene where he's rolling on his back could possibly be because of those missiles. I mean, when you look at a helicopter, the helicopter got some missiles on it, and that thing is packing, so it probably really, really lit him up, and he's just knocked out. Like, I mean, think about it. Grimlock is good, but Optimus Prime was able to knock the piss out of him, right? And he was rolling on the ground in the Age of Extinction, you know, and Optimus Prime just, Gah! So, one blow from Prime, and this could be another blow from the TRF in this movie. I don't think Grimlock's gonna die though. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it's what it appears to be. Switches over into a scene where Mark Wahlberg and Laura Haddock is running in a wasteland, a battlefield, and of course you see Cybertron in the atmosphere in the background. So they're running from something or running to something, who knows, I don't know. Switches over to another scene where you see the helicopters, the military helicopters, are flying through the atmosphere. This is really cool. They're flying through the atmosphere, and you see the Cybertronian veins, like big strings from the planet that would detach. You're seeing those all in the atmosphere. So this is going to be an amazing conjunction of Cybertron and Earth. This is where we actually see Cybertron come to Earth. And then we see in the next scene, these particular helicopters crash. So they were probably shot down most likely because they crash landed. But the crash was really, really intense. Major explosion. Of course, Michael Bay gotta really give you that explosion. And then in the next scene, you see some officers. It appears to be some officers. It looks like unmarked units, so these might be special agents. This looks like a more London type modern scene where special agents are being blown apart by something. Something in the background blows up. Could be a missile that hits the ground, or could be a transformer that shoots at them. I have no idea what that is, but it looks like a more modern scene than anything. And then it switches over into that same scene with Isabella Moner, which I really can't stand why they put it in there. I mean, it's a 30-second spot. At least give us all new scenes, but we get that scene again. And then the scene switches over into a more in-depth look of the submarines that were going into that Cybertronian spot at the base of the ocean. Just like in the first trailer, it's a more extended view of that. You can see more into the Cybertronian tunnel almost. It looks like a portal, to be honest. It almost looks like a portal, but I doubt it's a portal. It is very bright down there. It looks like they're going deeper into it. Then it switches over into that same particular structure. Now, when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't look like a Decepticon. It looks like some Cybertronian ancient structure that was unearthed from the base of the ocean to the surface. I really don't think it's a Decepticon anymore. I think it's a structure or a ship or something like that, but it's not a living creature. But it does come out from the bottom, and this particular platform is where you're gonna see some scenes in the future. And then you see you see Optimus Prime transition to the dark side. Now, the audio of this really got me. It says, "Your world is dying. Do you seek redemption?" Now I thought that was like a female character saying something about Earth, like our world is dying because of like all the stuff happening with the wars, and it's really taking a toll on Earth. And but she said, do you seek redemption? Like, whoa. And then you see Optimus Prime say, my maker, I do. Oh my god. Ah, the chills. Oh my god, the chills. Oh my god. Okay, so this, we can establish a bunch of stuff here. Number one, Cybertron is not dead. It's dying. The rumor said that Cybertron is dead. He finds the planet dead, but it's not dead. Because we do see it interact with Earth. It's dying. She said your world is dying. Another thing that we can confirm with this is that it's a she. It's a female. So the creator could be a female. Another thing we can establish is, do you seek redemption? So it's as if the creator has the solution to the dying planet, and she intends to give that solution to Optimus Prime by her asking if he sought redemption, as if he wants her help. Do you want help? Your world is dying. Are you seeking assistance? Do you want to be redeemed? Do you want help? And he says, my maker, I do. And we see him transition into evil. Oh, the chills, the chills. Oh my god, I'm getting chills. Ah, okay, so this is just so unusual because I'm so used to Optimus being the valiant, heroic, well, I have to rethink my heroes. That's the whole thing, that's the whole point of this movie. So he says, my maker, I do. So another thing we can establish is that she is the creator of Optimus Prime. She is the creator of the Transformers. But the solution, the way that this trailer is constructed, it seems as if the solution involves Optimus Prime becoming evil. So it could be that the creators are evil. Because again, back in Age of Extinction, Optimus Prime said something very interesting. When he went to confront Grimlock, he said, legendary warriors, the powers that created us now want us all extinguished. We must join forces, or else we will forever be their slaves. So the powers that created them, which is her, now wants them extinguished. So the powers that created them is evil. Gosh. And they must join forces, but it seems as if in this movie, it seems that Optimus Prime is not going to join forces against the creator. He's going to join forces with the creator. She's evil. She wants them all extinguished. So he joins her side because there's no other solution. Cybertron is dying. She has the solution. But in order for her to give him the solution, he has to join her side. He joins her side, becomes evil with her, and he helps her try to destroy the Autobots. This is gonna be nuts. This is going to be nuts. This is going to be nuts. That's my theory. So he joins her side in a desperate attempt. He might willingly join the evil side in a just an act of desperation. He's just desperate. My planet is dying. No matter how much I fight the Decepticons, they keep coming, they keep going to Earth. I need redemption. When she's like, okay, well, join my side, join our team. And he just and becomes evil and joins the evil dark side. And we see the fruit of that. We see Mark Wahlberg, he got the sword. It looks like the Excalibur. I think it's the Excalibur. Mark Wahlberg probably has the Excalibur right there, which is the relic. And you see Laura Haddock, and she's screaming, kind of like the same scene in the first trailer where she was kind of like in the rain with her hair all over the place. And then you see him on the dark side. Slams Bumblebee. But Bumblebee says, oh no sir, oh no sir, you are not gonna just throw me down and get away with it. Bumblebee takes what appears to be a big battle hammer. People have said it was an axe. I don't think it's an axe. People said it was the Forge of Solus Prime. I don't think it was that. It's one of his weapons. It's a big battle hammer. And he literally just comes behind and just knocks the piss out of he knocks the crap. Like when I say he knocks that, like he knocks the hell. Optimus loses his shield all dazed, And then the next scene, he's on the ground. And what we see is Mark Wahlberg on top of Optimus. Now, this is what I didn't understand. Because in the last one, Mark Wahlberg was on top of Bumblebee and Optimus was coming to stab him. And now Mark Wahlberg's on top of Optimus and Bumblebee's going to smash. But Mark Wahlberg may play a contributing factor to this. There's a reason why he's in this battle, maybe. He might help Bumblebee. You know, he's gonna try to maybe use something, do something, I don't know. He has the Excalibur, maybe the relic is kind of like the All-Spark. If you merge it with the spark, you blow up or you die or something, I don't know. But he seems to be very bravely on top of the enemy, Optimus Prime. So, and we also see Bumblebee come up, he jumps up, and his thing, I love when he jumps up and he comes down, and at the very, very last split second, you see the hand of Optimus Prime, and he blocks the blow. And then you see the Transformers logo, and that's the end of the TV spot. You guys, I honestly feel like the most important part that we have to understand is not Optimus versus Bumblebee. It's not the Cybertron on Earth. It's not even the vessel from the base of the ocean. The most important part that's gonna be very profound in this movie is the creator and Optimus Prime. And because of that, I don't think he's the last knight. I'll be honest. I don't think Optimus Prime is the last knight anymore. I think the last knight, and bear with me, just the last knight could either be one of the two. It could be Megatron or Bumblebee. Why do I think it's Megatron? It could be Megatron because on the image that came out with Megatron, the enhanced image, there is two words on his head. It says Megatron and it says Knight. So Megatron could be the last knight, or he could just be one of the knights, and Bumblebee is the last knight. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I follow the official Twitter account of Transformers, and on the official Twitter account, they said something. They said Cybertron's newest knight already has a armor of gold or something like that. So back in Generation 1, Bumblebee becomes what's called Goldbug, which is a new form of Bumblebee. It's an upgraded form. It's kind of like Hot Rod and Rodimus. It's kind of like standard Optimus and Jetwing Optimus. You know, it's like an upgraded version of himself. Bumblebee becomes Goldbug. They said gold, an armor of gold. They're giving hints, guys. You gotta pay attention to the hints. The newest knight, which could be the last one, could be the final one, the last knight, which is Bumblebee, has an armor of gold. Goldbug. He is yellow. You know what I'm saying? I think that in Bumblebee destroying Optimus Prime, he's upgraded as a knight for being the hero of destroying Optimus Prime and killing off the villain. I don't know if that's the case. Megatron could be the last knight, and he could be the one to be crowned knight as if he kills Optimus, but I feel Bumblebee because of that tweet that came out on the Transformers official page that Cybertron's newest knight has an armor of gold. Could be Bumblebee. So Bumblebee may be the last knight, and that actually doesn't surprise me because he has a spin-off movie. There's gonna be a movie dedicated to him, so it doesn't surprise me that he's the hero in this one. Because if he's the hero and he becomes the leader and he's the knight, the last knight, we go make a whole movie about him now, you know? So he might be the highlighted character at the end of all this. So pay attention to Bumblebee. He's gonna be one of the major contributing factors to this movie and the overall plot of Transformers The Last Knight. So that is my review, my analysis of the trailer, the TV spot, guys. It really blew me away. It's only 30 seconds. Come back to this channel. Tomorrow is where I'm going to be doing a live stream. I'm going to be streaming a couple hours, maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours. The Super Bowl teaser, the extended teaser, is going to be in the second quarter, in the commercial break of the second quarter. So it'll be around that time that I actually do the reaction. So don't miss that, guys. It's gonna be really hectic. I think it's gonna be like a full minute long. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle it. That's all, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It really supports me. It really helps me out. If you have something to say, make sure you let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please do. I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. I'm really close, guys. Please help me reach that goal. And that is all for today, guys. My name is Alfonso, and I will see you tomorrow for the Super Bowl extended teaser. Peace out.